just a dream. But it felt so real. What if I'm still dreaming? Wait, I know. In dreams, a person has a hard time reading words. I can read, thus I'm not dreaming. There you go, Descartes. I've solved your philosophical dilemma. Call me Thales, named after the first person who performed philosophy. Like him, I'm a truth seeker, a person who lives life immersed in philosophical thought, a metaphysical warrior, warring against the questions and conundrums of existence, gifted and board certified with the ability to experience the world with its deep underlying philosophical reality. And so, I begin another day in the life of Thales.
Baby, give it up, turn it loose, like a sex machine, dip it, ha, ha.
As I move around town in my chariot of truth, I notice that if I drive at the speed limit, the traffic lights all stay green. They're all timed out to correspond with each other. What elaborate ingenuity! Pythagoras is right, mathematics do guide our world. My first stop is at the lovely abode of a good friend of mine for breakfast. As we begin a conversation, I decide to use my Socratic skills in the hopes of enlightening her of her ignorance.
You know, earlier this morning I was reading in the newspaper about the political strife happening on Capitol Hill, and...
What is a newspaper?
Something you read?
So, is a storybook a newspaper?
No, a newspaper has the news.
What is news?
Information that is current.
And how does one define current? I mean, is something written 50 years ago current?
No, that's too long ago.
Aha! So a newspaper written 50 years ago ceases to be a newspaper.
What? No, there's more to being a newspaper than being current.
Such as?
I don't know. You're confusing me.
I'm a genius. And indeed I am. As well as the wisest in the world, because I know I don't know what a newspaper is. In fact, I know I don't know pretty much anything. Which means I do know everything. I have such a great intellect, and that much I know is true. After breakfast, I begin yet another day of truth-seeking, where I find an ascetic struggling with the notion of existence. When I confront him and inquire about his struggle, he says,
I'm only a mind-inch away from reaching enlightenment. For the past 3 years, I've stared at this rock, trying to experience its true non-existence. And once I do, I'm sure I will be struck with Satori enlightenment.
Non-existence? Explain yourself, for I am a metaphysician and may be able to prescribe you something for your philosophical ailments.
I see this rock with my eyes, but my mind reads it as existing separate from everything else. But I know that my mind is only being tricked by illusions, and that really there is no rock. Nothing is separate, everything is one, and there is no distinguishing between what I believe forms the rock and what surrounds it.
Now, do you believe the rock exists?
No, because the rock is only an idea, a concept, projecting from my mind onto sensory stimuli from my body. It's deception!
If everything is one, then one can experience anything. For there isn't anything but itself to experience. But since we can experience, there must be something separate. Thus, the rock exists. And this is you experiencing it.
No! Existence is one objective entity, but our minds experience it subjectively, folding onto itself. Anything different is an illusion. There is only the sound of one hand clapping.
Hello? Are you there? Oh, I see. You have become silent to your metaphysical questions like the Buddha. Now you are enlightened. After my encounter with the acidic, I return home to take a break and indulge in some life-affirming activity. Thus spoke Friedrich Nietzsche about the eternal recurrence, stating that an individual must live life as if one will have to live it again, identically countless times forever, and enjoy everything about this fate. Committed to this idea, I spend hours watching sitcom reruns, with the knowledge that its insipid formula-driven plots and banal humor provides the ability to infinitely replay the episodes. I'm the Ubermensch! By late afternoon, I return to the outdoors for more philosophical exertions that exemplify my intellectual superiority. Albert Camus compared the absurdity of human life to the myth of Sisyphus, a Greek legend in which a man was damned by the gods to roll a rock up a hill for it only to roll back down once it reached the top, forcing him to repeat his struggle again and again. I shall symbolically overcome man's absurd life and surpass Sisyphus by rolling this stone up this hill. Yes! Oh yes! Yeah! Yeah! Oh! Yes! Yes! It's done! I have conquered the existential dilemma of existence! I am Thales! What's going on? Wait, why can't I hear my inner voice? How does the perspective change? Everything feels put together. Am I reciting memorized lines? This seems rehearsed. Has all of this just been a video? Am I being recorded? None of this has been real. It was all a performance, cut together and overlaid with music and voice-over narration. Who am I then? How can I know what is true? What is truth? What is truth? Get away! Get away! It isn't real! Stop these lies! It's all an illusion! Don't believe it!
Snap, I can